Okay, so as always, before we enter into meditation, we'll just take a moment to ask the mind if we have any expectations for this particular meditation. That could be an expectation of how you want the meditation to go, if we have an expectation of being able to problem solve everything that comes up, or an expectation for it to be similar to meditations from the past, or if we have expectations of outcomes of how we'd like to feel as a result of meditating for this time. And if any expectations come up, you can just hold them there for a moment, and you can breathe in, and then we can just let that expectation go. And this can help us throughout the meditation to become more aware if any expectation arises. And as always, we will begin to ease us gently into our meditation with a body scan. If we haven't already closed our eyes, now can be a good time. And if our eyes feel too heavy and it feels like we close them too quickly, we can open our eyes and just let them slowly close as if when we fall asleep. So we're not putting any pressure on our eyelids or eyes to stay closed the whole time. And so we begin the body scan, and we do this body scan because, one, we sit for a long period of time in one posture mostly, and so it's nice to help our body relax so that it can maintain this posture for as long as possible. And two, it can help our body feel more comfortable, and so that can in turn also help our mind feel more comfortable and more relaxed when the body feels comfortable and when the body feels relaxed. And we can just ask our mind to come to the top of our head. And with each part of the body, we just ask that part of the body to relax as much as it can. We don't force it to relax any more than it's able to. And we just begin by relaxing the top of our head. And with each part of the body, we can know that our mind is there with us because we're asking it to be there. And once we've relaxed the top of the head, we can relax our forehead. We can relax our temples. We can relax our eyebrows. We can relax our eyes, our eye sockets. We can relax our sinuses. We can relax our nose. We can relax our cheeks. We can relax our mouth. And we can relax our tongue. We can relax our chin, our jaw. And we can relax our chin. And we can relax the back of the head. And we can relax our ears, our hearing. We can relax our throat. We can relax our neck. We can move to the shoulders. And we can relax our shoulders. If it's difficult to relax the shoulders, that's okay. There may be tension, stress, or anxiety that sits there and that's been built up. And so we just let the shoulders relax as much as they would like to relax. And we can move down the back and relax the top of the back. We can relax the middle of the back. We can relax the bottom of the back. And then we just slowly move up towards our arms. We can relax our left arm, our left elbow, our left wrist, and we can relax our fingers. And we can move to the right arm, and we can relax our right arm. We can relax our right elbow. We can relax our right wrist, and we can relax our fingers on the right. And we can slowly move up toward the heart, and we just relax as much as the heart would like to relax. And we can relax our chest, and we can relax our lungs. We can relax our kidneys, and we can relax our adrenal glands. Our adrenal glands are responsible for stress hormones, for cortisol levels, and they're responsible for the fight or flight. And so it's nice to have an opportunity to allow the adrenal glands to relax. And this tells them that right now everything is safe, everything is okay, there's no danger, there's no immediate danger. And the adrenal glands don't often get a chance to hear this, so it's nice for them to be told directly that we can just relax. And we can relax our bladder, we can relax our liver, we can relax our appendix, we can relax our bowels, we can relax our intestines, we can relax our stomach, and we can relax our gut, and we can slowly move our way and relax the buttocks, and we can relax our pelvis, we can relax our thighs, and we can relax our knees, we can relax our legs, and we move slowly to the feet, and we can relax our feet, we can relax our ankles, we can relax our toes, and we can relax the soles of the feet. And we just take a moment to appreciate our organs and everything that they do continuously, how they work together, communicate together 24/7, how the organs don't ask for much, and how they somehow keep us alive 24/7 without us telling it to do that, without us telling the organs or the body how necessary it is to live today. They just know instinctively, and they do what needs to be done for us. And so that's why we like to just relax each organ And we can relax each organ a bit further. And we can relax each bone in the body. We can relax each bit of tissue in the body. And we can relax every atom, every molecule, every cell that makes up our body. And just allow it to all relax as much as it likes or would allow to relax. And we just continue to stay with the mind. And we want to just continually know in each present moment. We don't have to worry or panic about how we're going to be able to keep the mind new for each second or for the whole hour. We just focus on the second, on this moment right now. Where is your mind? Is it with this relaxing feeling? Is it drifting off? Is it with a thought? Is it with your object? In the same way that our body works 24/7 around the clock to help us, to support us, to keep us alive, that shows that the body has unconditional love for us. Doesn't matter how we behave today or what we did, loves us regardless. And the mind is the same. The mind loves us unconditionally. And in the same way that the body supports us, we often support the body. The things we do to support the body become so regular, so mundane that we forget that that is the reason why we do it. We drink water to help the body flush out the system. We eat to provide nutrients and to provide a fuel and energy for the body. We just consume the food and the body does the rest. And so the body supports us and we support the body. And the mind does the same. The mind supports us and the mind has its own cleaning system. The mind likes to flush out the pollution and the toxins that's in our mind, but it needs the fuel to do that. It needs the support. And that's why we take this time to meditate. So in the ways that we might take time out to have breakfast or lunch or dinner, this is like the mind's version of that, where we just sit down so we can feel the mind. The mind doesn't need us to sit for an hour and cook a big dinner full of different plants and nutrients. It just needs us to know what's happening in the mind in this moment so that it can turn on the cleaning system and get to work. We're just here to simply sit with our mind and observe what's happening with the mind. When things feel difficult or things come up that we have aversion to or disliking, there can be a natural urge to fight and to resist. But this can only make the thing that's difficult or the thing that we have a dislike or aversion to stronger. And so, if that's how it feels right now, we can check in to see if we are fighting or resisting anything that's coming up in the mind. Or are we simply just letting the mind be and just knowing what's there? We can remind ourselves that when something is happening in the mind, if there's sadness or aversion or difficulty, if there's suffering, we can remind ourselves that the mind is simply detecting that there's something there. It's like it's just pointing out and saying, hey, I just want to let you know there's some suffering right now, or there's some difficulty, or hey, I'm just trying to clean up pollution. Can you just be mindful for me so that I can do that? So that we can know that the mind is feeling that. It just so happens that we're aware. And so it can feel like it's happening to us too. But it's just like you're sitting opposite the mind, seeing what's happening, but there's that space and distance. So what's happening in the mind right now? What's it detecting? What things that want to clean out? If things feel tough or challenging, don't forget that we always have that lifeline that is our object. That's why we have an object as our anchorage so that it keeps us afloat throughout the meditation. It's like our compass that can always guide us back. It's like the safety zone. It feels like there's panic in the mind or there's chaos. You can push that panic button and go back to your object, like your safety bunker or your safe zone. Even if it feels blurry or it feels hard to move, it's still there. And there's comfort in knowing that at least it's still there. Our breath can be a great source of anchorage. And it doesn't matter if it's shallow or if it's breathing very fast. But having the breath as an anchor can remind us that if all else fails, all we have to do is to just sit and breathe. And if breathing feels like a difficult task, just remember that the chest and the lungs, they breathe 24/7 without us even realizing and without us asking it to. So the lungs really do the work. And we're just saying, hey, mind, let's just be with our breath. Let's just be with our lungs and just observe. If it's very hard to know, then we can just know that it's hard to know, and that's the mission accomplished. If you know what's happening in the mind right now, then you've just completed the mission in this very moment. If in this moment you don't know or you're uncertain, but you know that uncertainty or you know that you're not knowing, then that's also mission complete for this moment. We don't have to worry or focus about how the meditation went, 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. We don't have to worry about what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes, in the next 10 minutes. It's all about this exact moment. Remember that we're here to help the mind. We help the mind by giving it the nutrients, the vitamins, the support that it needs. And we can give it all that and all that it needs by simply being aware in this moment. There is no shame if the mind goes away for a little while. Sometimes it will. And if we can be realistic in our meditation without giving ourselves false hope that we'll sit for this entire duration knowing 24/7, if we know our mind and we know that it does run off sometimes, and we can just know that sometimes it might run off. It doesn't mean that we've failed at this meditation. It doesn't mean that there's any shame to be felt. Don't let the bad nature try and beat you up or make you feel like you're doing a bad job when it manages to entice the mind to go away for a little while. And if the bad nature is there, you can feel it lurking, or if you're with it, just know that it's just there to do its job. And the mind is also there to do its job. So even if we have to know bad instinct or we have to know the bad nature, then knowing this can help the mind to clean it out. Each moment of being aware adds up. If that's 1 second plus 3 seconds plus 2 seconds, that's still a lot of seconds. And it's more seconds than if maybe we weren't there going to meditate today. Any seconds that we can give the mind are still moments and seconds that the mind can use to help clean out any pollution. The mind wants the best for you, and you want the best for your mind. And so it's like you're supporting each other. If the mind feels like it's against you right now, despite your best efforts, that's not the mind, it's just the bad instinct. or the bad nature. Now it can always be a good time to check in and see, is the meditation going easy? Is the meditation going difficult? Is it going not quite good, not quite bad? And if it's easy, we can know that it's easy. And we can just take a break and relax. And if it's difficult, that's no worries. The difficulty won't stay forever. It will pass. And if we have to hold on to our object for dear life for a while, we can do that. And if it's not good, not bad, maybe you're somewhere in between. Maybe you're just not sure of what direction to go in. And you can always ask the mind what it needs, or you can ask the mind to bring up positive energy. And you can pick a state of positive energy and just be with this for a little while, for as long as it lasts. You and the mind are like your very own relay team. It's like you're always wanting to run up to the mind and hand it the object. Like you always want to say to the mind, run up to the mind and say, here's what we have, here's what we're knowing. And if you run up and find that your mind isn't there, you simply ask the mind to come back, not in a forceful way, not in a frustrated way, but just with gentleness and ease. The option to open your eyes if it's needed, if it's required, is always there throughout the meditation. Opening your eyes doesn't mean that you're meditating any less than when you'd have your eyes closed. It just means that you're giving the mind a break for a moment, if that's what it means. It doesn't mean that you've failed. It doesn't mean that you've quitted or that you're stopped. You're just taking a moment to get balanced again. During this time in which we'll just sit quietly together, all we need to do is know what's happening with the mind. And we use our object to help us do this. Before we ease ourselves into love and kindness, we can first ask the mind to bring up gratitude. And when we feel that state of gratitude, we can first give gratitude to yourselves for taking this time out of our day, out of our busy lives, to do something important and necessary for us, for our mind, for ourselves. We could have done more interesting things. We could have done a lot more fun things. And so we take that moment to acknowledge that and to be grateful that we showed up for ourselves. And we can give gratitude to our body and our mind for their unconditional love and for always trying their hardest to look after us. And we can provide space for a moment to send and give our gratitude to anything or anyone that we would like to. And when we feel ready to do so, we can bring up the state of love and kindness. We can ask our mind to bring up the state of love and kindness. Doesn't matter if the love and kindness feels very weak, very dim, or if it feels really strong, so long as you stay with love and kindness as often as you can throughout this part, that's all that really matters. And first, like with gratitude, we send love and kindness to yourself first. We are deserving and we are worthy of this love and kindness, even when it doesn't feel like it. We can take this love and kindness and we can start from the top of our head and slowly bring that love and kindness through your whole body, right the way through to the bottom of the feet. You can think of our body as like an empty tank, and we're filling that tank up from the very bottom to the very top, filled with love and kindness. And then when we feel ready, we can take a moment to send love and kindness to our family, to our loved ones. We can send this love and kindness to blood relatives, to those who feel like family but may not be related by blood. And then when we feel ready, we can expand this love and kindness to your friends, to your good friends, to your friends who are close, to your friends who are far away, to those friends we never get to see. And we can extend this love and kindness to our acquaintances, to those we pass on our daily commute but never speak to. We just know them, we see them. And when we feel ready, we can extend this love and kindness through to the whole room that we're sitting in. And we can extend it to the entire house, the entire building block, the entire place that we're currently sitting in. And we can have the comfort of knowing that each time we enter back in this room, in this building today, there is loving kindness waiting for us. And we keep expanding this loving kindness to the neighbouring building until the whole of the town or the city or the place that you're in is filled with that loving kindness. And you can keep expanding this loving kindness until each neighbouring city, each neighbouring town, province has been filled with this loving kindness until the entire country that you're in has been filled with this loving kindness. And we can keep expanding and expanding until each neighbouring country, each neighbouring place, and all the beings in it have received this loving kindness. And we just keep expanding this loving kindness slowly until each country, until each continent has been surrounded by this loving kindness. And we just keep going and going until we feel like the entire earth has been encompassed by this loving kindness spread by all of us. And the loving kindness we choose all the beings on this earth. And then we feel ready, we can expand this loving kindness to each neighbouring planet, each neighbouring galaxy, until all of the galaxies and universes beyond and beyond have all been covered by this loving kindness. We can send loving kindness to the moon, the stars, the sun, and the ocean, the four things that help the earth go round. And we can just keep expanding this loving kindness until we feel like this loving kindness has been expanded everywhere. And then we can just take a moment to sit with this loving kindness. And we can become curious about this feeling of loving kindness. For many of us, it can be a difficult feeling. It can sometimes not be easy to feel it or to feel it expanding or to really know it. And that's okay. It just means that sometimes it's difficult to know. And so we like to just take a moment to sit with it and be with it when we're not having to expand it anywhere. We're just simply sitting with it to become curious about it. And then when we feel like we've done this, we can take a moment to make a resolution. We have spent the past hour accumulating wholesome energy, positive energy. And so we like to do something with this energy. And this is why we can make a resolution, something that is wholesome, something that we can put this energy into, something that will serve you productively and positively, and that can also do the same for others. And we can just take some time to make a resolution. And when we feel we are satisfied with our resolution, we can just know our breath for a moment. Take a few breaths in. Take a few breaths out. Just to become connected with our bodies again. And we can move any part of our body slowly, gently. We can move our fingers. We can move our toes. And when we feel ready, we can slowly open up our eyes in our own time, just when we feel we're ready. There's no pressure, there's no rush.